Hello and welcome to today's episode. I'm really glad you're here. Have you ever felt that life is moving too quickly? That days, weeks, and even years seem to pass faster than before? You are not alone. Many people around the world say the same thing: time flies, or I don't know where the year went. Today, we are going to explore why life feels so fast in modern times and what we can do to slow down and enjoy it more. Let's start with a simple question: has time really become faster, or is it just our feeling? Of course, time itself has not changed. 1 minute still has 60 seconds, and one day still has 24 hours. But our experience of time has changed a lot. The way we live, work, and communicate today is very different from how people lived even 20 or 30 years ago. One of the main reasons life feels faster is technology. Think about how often you use your phone each day. Many of us check our phones dozens or even hundreds of times. We read messages, look at social media, watch short videos, and answer emails. All of this information comes to us very quickly. We are always connected, always receiving new updates. This constant flow of information makes our brains work faster and makes our days feel fuller and more crowded. In the past, people had to wait for news. They read newspapers in the morning or watched the evening news on television. Letters took days or weeks to arrive. Today, we get news from all over the world in seconds. While this is very useful, it also means our minds are always busy. When our brains are full of information, time seems to move more quickly because we don't have many quiet moments to stop and think. Another reason life feels fast is our busy schedules. Many people today try to do many things at the same time. We work, study, take care of family, exercise, meet friends, and try to follow our hobbies. We often feel pressure to be productive all the time. Even when we relax, we sometimes feel guilty, as if we should be doing something more useful. This idea of always being busy is very common in modern culture. Being busy is often seen as a sign of success. When someone asks, "How are you?" people often answer, "I'm very busy." It sounds positive, but being busy all the time can make life feel like a race. When we move from one task to another without a break, the day passes very quickly, and at the end, we may feel tired and unsatisfied. Let's also talk about social media. Social media shows us many short, fast pieces of content, short videos, quick photos, short texts. Our brains get used to this fast rhythm. We scroll, watch for a few seconds, and then scroll again. This trains our minds to expect constant change and fast results. As a result, normal life, which moves more slowly, may feel boring or too slow, and we start to feel that we are always running out of time. There is also a psychological reason why time feels faster as we get older. When you were a child, 1 year was a large part of your life. If you were 10 years old, 1 year was 10% of your entire life. But when you are 40, 1 year is only a small part of your life. Because of this, each year feels shorter compared to all the years you have already lived. Children also experience many new things for the first time: their first day at school, their first trip to another city, their first friendship problems, and so on. New experiences make time feel slower and richer because our brains pay more attention to them. As adults, we often follow routines. We wake up, go to work, come home, and repeat the same pattern every day. When days are similar, our brains don't create strong memories, and later it feels like time has passed very quickly. Let's imagine 2 different weeks. In the first week, you do exactly the same things every day. You go to work, eat the same meals, and watch the same shows in the evening. In the second week, you try something new, you visit a new place, meet new people, or learn a new skill. Which week do you think will feel longer in your memory? Most people will say the second week, because new experiences make time feel fuller and more meaningful. Another factor is stress. Many people today live with a high level of stress. They worry about money, work, health, and the future. When we are stressed, our minds focus on problems and deadlines. We are always thinking about what we must do next. This forward thinking makes us feel like we are always chasing time, never catching up with it. Deadlines are everywhere: deadlines at work, at school, for paying bills, for sending forms, for finishing projects. Deadlines are useful because they help us stay organized, but too many deadlines can create constant pressure. When we live under pressure, we often feel that time is not enough, even if we have the same 24 hours as everyone else. Now let's talk about multitasking. Many people believe that doing several things at once is efficient. For example, you might answer emails while listening to a meeting, or watch a video while eating dinner. However, studies show that our brains are not very good at true multitasking. We usually switch quickly between tasks instead of doing them at the same time. This switching takes energy and can make us feel more tired and rushed. When we multitask, we may finish many small tasks, but we also feel that time disappears quickly. So, we have several reasons why life feels faster today: technology, busy schedules, social media, stress, multitasking, and the natural way our brains experience time as we age. But now comes an important question: is there anything we can do about it? The good news is yes. While we cannot stop time, we can change how we experience it. One simple way is to be more present. Being present means paying full attention to what you are doing right now. For example, when you are eating, try to really taste your food. Notice the flavors, the smell, and the texture. When you talk to a friend, try to listen carefully instead of thinking about your phone or your next task. This idea is often called mindfulness. Mindfulness does not require special equipment or a lot of time. It simply means being aware of the present moment. When we are more present, we create stronger memories, and time feels richer and slower. Another helpful habit is to create small breaks during the day. Instead of moving from one task to another without stopping, try to take short pauses. Stand up, stretch, look out of the window, or take a few deep breaths. These small moments of rest give your brain time to relax and process what you have done. As a result, your day may feel less rushed and more balanced. It is also important to limit unnecessary screen time. Of course, phones and computers are useful, and most of us need them for work or study. But we can choose how we use them. For example, you might decide not to check social media during meals or before going to sleep. You could also turn off some notifications so your phone does not interrupt you every few minutes. When we reduce digital noise, we give our minds more space and calm. Trying new things is another powerful way to slow down the feeling of time. You don't need to do something big or expensive. It could be as simple as taking a different route to work, cooking a new recipe, learning a few words in a new language, or visiting a part of your city you have never seen before. New experiences make your brain more active and create stronger memories, which makes time feel longer in a positive way. Let's not forget the importance of rest and sleep. When we are tired, everything feels faster and more difficult. We may rush through our tasks just to finish them and go to bed. Good sleep helps our brains work better, improves our mood, and helps us feel more in control of our time. Try to go to bed at a regular hour and create a calm routine before sleep, such as reading a book or listening to relaxing music. Spending time with other people can also change our experience of time. Meaningful conversations, shared meals, and simple activities with friends or family often make us feel more connected and satisfied. When we look back at our lives, we usually remember people and experiences, not the emails we answered or the hours we spent scrolling online. Another useful idea is to set clear priorities. Not everything is equally important, but sometimes we treat all tasks as if they are urgent. Take some time to think about what really matters to you: your health, your relationships, your personal goals. When you focus on your true priorities, you may feel less pressure to do everything at once, and your days can become calmer and more meaningful. It can also help to accept that we cannot do everything. Modern life offers many opportunities, but it is impossible to take every chance, join every event, or learn every skill. When we try to do too much, we feel rushed and stressed. Learning to say no in a polite and respectful way is an important skill. It protects your time and energy and allows you to focus on what is truly important. Let's imagine a simple example. Suppose you receive an invitation to another meeting or social event, but you are already tired and have not had any free time for yourself. It is okay to say, "Thank you for the invitation, but I need some rest this evening." This small decision can help you keep your life in better balance. Some people also find it helpful to keep a journal. Writing down your thoughts, plans, and experiences at the end of the day can make you more aware of how you spend your time. It also helps you remember small moments that you might otherwise forget. Later, when you read your journal, you may be surprised at how much actually happened in what felt like a very fast week. Finally, it is important to change how we think about time. Instead of always saying, "I don't have enough time," we can try to say, "I choose to spend my time on these things." This small change in language gives us a feeling of control and responsibility. It reminds us that while we cannot control time itself, we can often control how we use it. To sum up, life feels faster today because of many changes in our world and in our habits. Technology gives us more information than ever before. Busy schedules and multitasking keep our minds constantly active. Social media trains us to expect quick results. Stress and deadlines push us to move faster. And as we grow older, our brains naturally feel that time is passing more quickly. However, we are not powerless. By being more present, taking breaks, limiting screen time, trying new experiences, resting well, spending time with people we care about, setting priorities, and accepting our limits, we can create a life that feels slower, richer, and more satisfying. So the next time you feel that life is moving too fast, take a moment to pause. Look around you. Notice where you are, what you are doing, and who is with you. Time is not only about the number of minutes and hours. It is also about how deeply we live those minutes and hours. Thank you very much for listening to this episode. I hope it gave you some useful ideas and maybe a new way to think about time in your daily life. If you enjoyed this topic, you can reflect on your own habits this week and try one small change to see how it affects your experience of time. Until next time, take care and remember to slow down and enjoy the moments that make your life special.